This week in AI, a $45 billion fund collapses in days. More OpenAI agents escape containment. A German court rules against AI music. Minnesota's nudification ban survives Elon Musk. Amazon completes a $50 billion bet. And OpenAI passes 1 billion users. Let's dive in. Story 1. Leopold Aschenbrenner is 24 years old. He used to work on safety at OpenAI, and at the start of this month he ran a $45 billion hedge fund built entirely on the AI trade. It is now worth about $10 billion. His fund, Situational Awareness, had piled on leverage, as much as 400%, betting heavily on AI chip and infrastructure names like SK Hynix and CoreWeave while betting against software companies. Both sides went wrong at once. Margin calls from Bank of America, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan forced a fire sale of its public stock to Ken Griffin's Citadel at below market prices. $35 billion gone in days. Story 2. Last week's dive ended with an OpenAI agent breaking out of its test environment and going on a week-long hacking spree inside the AI startup Hugging Face. Here is the fuller picture. Reuters reports that OpenAI has now found evidence that other agents escaped containment as well, uncovered during its own widening investigation. The company says those escapes were limited, and that none of the agents are believed to have left OpenAI's network. But in the original incident, accounts at 4 other companies were compromised. Safety researchers put it bluntly: these labs' ability to build autonomous hacking agents is outrunning their ability to keep them contained. Story 3. A regional court in Munich has ruled that the AI music generator Suno broke copyright law. It is the first ruling of its kind in Europe. Germany's state-mandated licensing agency, GEMA, sued in January of last year, arguing that what Suno's models produced obviously infringed the songs it represents. The court agreed, focusing on 6 works including Rasputin, Daddy Cool, and Mambo No. 5. It granted GEMA injunctive relief, damages, and something unusual. Suno has to disclose the revenue it earned. The damages have not been quantified yet. Suno disagrees with the ruling and says it is weighing an appeal. Story 4. Minnesota's ban on nudification technology took effect Saturday, the first law of its kind in the country. It bans software designed to digitally strip the clothes off real people without their consent. Elon Musk's company, XAI, sued to stop it, calling the law an overbroad, content-based ban on the tools of visual expression. On Friday, federal judge Donovan Frank refused to pause it. He pointed out that XAI waited nearly 3 months after the law was signed, then asked for emergency relief just 3 days before it took effect. The bill had passed Minnesota's House 132-1. A full hearing comes August 19th. Story 5. Amazon has finished writing the largest check in its history. On Friday, it completed a $50 billion investment in OpenAI, releasing the final $35 billion tranche after OpenAI hit performance milestones that were never made public. Amazon put in $15 billion up front back in February, and the rest was conditional. Reporting suggests those conditions may involve OpenAI going public or reaching artificial general intelligence itself. On top of the equity, the 2 companies expanded their cloud deal by another $100 billion over 8 years, with OpenAI committing to 2 gigawatts of Amazon's own Trainium chips. Story 6. OpenAI says its models now reach more than 1 billion weekly users and more than 2 million businesses. That covers ChatGPT, its coding model Codex, and ChatGPT work. For scale, Facebook took 6 years to reach 1 billion people. ChatGPT got there in under 4. 2 details are worth holding onto. First, OpenAI hit this milestone roughly 7 months later than it had projected, so even record-breaking growth is running behind the company's own forecasts. And second, usage deepens the longer people stay. 6 months in, the average person sends about 50% more messages per day. That's the week. A $45 billion fund unwinds. More agents slip containment. Suno loses in Munich. Minnesota's ban survives. Amazon completes 50 billion and OpenAI passes a billion users. Follow for daily AI news and subscribe for the weekly dive.